If you are looking to show location data like this one, here I have 4 regions in the US. The easiest way to show this data is a horizontal bar chart like this one. You could also show this data with a map. So you would have a map of US, then you would place these percentages on top of respective regions over the map. If you are looking for a new way to show this data, you could show this in a GPS pin kind of a format. Now, if you look carefully, the sizes of these pins are proportional to the percentages. So these aren't manually adjusted pins. These are actually updated via a chart. So the proportions are quite accurate. You could also have city data like this one. So I have 5 cities here. We could show this in a format like this one. So I'll show you how you can create this GPS chart right here in PowerPoint. Let's open up a new slide. Go to Insert, go to Chart, click on XY Scatter, and then select this bubble chart, which is second from right. Click OK. Now let's make chart for this data. So we have 4 values we need to show. First, let's get rid of the chart title. So click on the title ones and press delete. Then right click on Edit Data. Now we need 4 pins. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. So our X value needs to go from 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to put 1 here, 2, 3, and 4. And all our pins would be in the same line. So our Y coordinate needs to be same. So I'm just going to put 1 for all 4 columns. Now you will notice that this blue rectangle hasn't extended for this last row. So I'm just going to go to this corner until I see a double-headed arrow, then hold down the left mouse button and drag like so over this last row, and then release your left mouse button. Now our final row would be included in this chart. Let's update the values. So first one is 31%, second one is 25, 25, and final one is 19%. Let me close the data sheet to see if our values are showing up. Let's do one more thing. Let's go back to our data sheet and let's add our labels for reference purpose. Now in a bubble chart, there is no provision to have labels as a part of the chart that can be shown dynamically in the chart itself. So we just have to add these here manually so that next time around, or whoever else is using this knows that what row is for what value. I'm just going to close this. Let's do a few more edits. Let's fix our axis. So double click on the vertical axis. On the right hand side, click on axis options, then twirl open axis options option. In the maximum, select a value of 2, and the major and minor units can remain as is. Let's get rid of the grid lines. So I'm going to go to this plus icon here, click on it, then uncheck grid lines. We don't need both horizontal and vertical axes, so we can also disable them. Click on this plus icon again and uncheck axis. All right. The next step is to prepare the pin icon. So go to Insert, click on Icons, search for pin, and select this pin. If you have a better icon for a pin, feel free to use that. I'm just going to use this one because it's part of PowerPoint, so it's free. Then convert this to shape by clicking on this Convert to Shape option. Alternatively, you could also right click this icon and click on Ungroup, then click on Yes. This should convert our icon to a shape. So I'm just going to place it here so that the chart doesn't get in the way. Then let me just zoom in on this icon. What we need is a circle that would enclose all of our icon or the pin. And then we will group that circle with the pin, paste it on to these circles. So let me go to Insert, click on Shapes, pull out a circle, draw a circle this big. Let's send this to back so we can see that this is enclosing our icon. Let me get rid of the border. So Shape Outline, select No Outline. Then select both the circle and the pin. Go to Shape Format, click on Align Center once, then again click on Align Middle. So this just ensures that the icon is aligned to the center and middle of this circle. Then color our circle to a white color because our background is white. So we don't need the background to show up when we place the pin on top of this circle. Then let's color this pin green. Once we have done that, select both the circle and the pin, right click, go to group and click on group. Let me zoom out now. Okay, it's time to paste our icon. So copy, Control C on Windows, click on the bubbles and then Control V, paste it. Our chart is almost there. Now all that's needed is adding the data labels and the text below each of these pins. So right click on the bubbles and then click on add data labels. Now it added a number 1 here. We don't need that. So double click on number, go to the right hand side, click on label options, this last option here. Then check this bubble size option and uncheck the Y values option. One more thing we can do is align these labels to the top of our pins. So under label position, click on above. You could also put it in the center. See, this is how it will look like. I don't like that in this scenario, so I'm just going to click on above. Then increase the font size to say 24. Let's make this bold and green. The final step is adding the labels. Unfortunately, we have to add these manually because of the nature of this chart. And there, our GPS pin chart is done. Now, if you want to, let's say, add one more category to this, I don't know, let's say Southwest, right click, then click on edit data, then drag this blue rectangle one row, add one more X value. Since it's the 5th category, I'm going to add 5 here. Our Y value remains the same. Let's give this some percentage, so 35%, let's say. You can see that the category has been added here. Let's shift our labels. Now let's say if you wanted to increase the distance between these pins. One way you can do that is try and stretch the chart horizontally, but there is only so much space you would have. So there is a limit to this. There is a better way to do this. So let me undo that. Let's go to the data sheet of this chart. Let me enlarge this data sheet so you can see better. Our X values are incrementing by 1. Instead of 1, let's increment them by 2. So 1 followed by 3, 5, 7 and 9. Keep the Y values exactly same. Then enable our horizontal axis. Select the minimum value to 0 and maximum to a 10. Disable our horizontal axis. And there you will see that the spacing between the pins has increased. So let's fix these labels. And we're done. If you want to change the colors of these pins, just go to this icon that we have prepared. There is a white circle at the back of this pin, if you remember. Just click on the icon and not the circle. Change the color to say orange, and you can either paste this circle for all our pins or any one specific pin. So let's say if I just want to change this west pin to orange, I'll just single select this circle and paste my pin. And then I can also edit my font color to match the pin. And that's how easy it is to change the pin colors as well. Let's say if you want to reduce the size of your chart, let me just do that. So first, I'm going to group the chart and the chart labels. Press Ctrl G to group. Then from the corner, I'm just going to shrink this chart. Let me adjust the font sizes for the text boxes. So I'm going to ungroup, then select all the text boxes and give this a font, let's say 12. Now, if you wanted to increase the size of these pins, how do you do that? Double click these pins and on the right hand side in scale bubble size 2, enter a value like say 200, then press tab. And you will see that the size of our pins has increased while the chart size overall has remained small. So if for some reason you want to shrink down your chart but still have the pins to be larger, your option is to double click on the pins and then go on to the right hand side, locate scale bubble size 2 and just increase the size here to whatever value you see fit. So I hope you found this useful. Please leave a like and subscribe for future videos, and I will catch you next time.